channel with a new video. In this video I'm joined by two of my friends, and they are Buse from Turkey and Luis from Spain.
Yes.
How are we today, guys?
Yeah, not bad. Good.
Good. Luis, how are you?
In a good one.
Alright, very good. Today the weather is not really good because that winter is like came today.
Yeah, winter's coming, guys.
Winter's coming, that's not a good sign. I hate winter.
Yeah, he hates us.
Yeah.
I like it.
You like it,
it.
yeah.
Come
I
on.
hate it, I hate it.
I
Maybe
like
some
it.
people like it. But
Some people like it, but I don't know why. Well, what's gonna happen today is that we're gonna talk about a very common and very controversial topic, and this topic is our very famous and lovable Syrians. So what's gonna happen, I will ask you questions, and you will give me your honest answer. You don't have to be like nice or something. Whatever answer you want to give, we will completely understand, of course. So, but first we would like to know a little bit about yourselves. So if you'd like to tell us some information about yourselves. Bose, if you'd like to start.
Yes. I really like introduce myself. Okay, first of all, I'm living in Bursa, Turkey. So I graduated from History of Art department in Yıldız University. I'm 25 years old. So, and soon I'm planning to go to Germany as an au pair. And
We will talk about Germany, but not now.
Yes, okay, but I wanted to mention about
No, we will talk together about Germany.
Okay, so
Alright.
what else? I have a sister, and currently I live with my sister in this house.
And what do you do, Bose, for a living?
I'm also a photographer,
Okay.
so art historian, and also I just started my master program and in my university about art history, and mostly European art. Oh, like that. Yes.
Thank you, Bose. Luis?
I don't know what I am. Well, I'm from Spain and I'm living more or less in my hometown right now, Herencia in Spain.
Okay.
I studied biotechnology before, but I got a little bit confused, so I changed and I studied Spanish teacher. I got a master, but again I was confused, so I changed my mind, and now I'm like collaborating with associations, organizations, working with non-formal education.
Very nice.
And as for the moment, it's not a way of living still. I'm kind of working in education, so I'm a swimming coach, like teaching swimming.
You teach swimming?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
And
That's
also sometimes I'm teaching like private lessons or something like this for teenagers. But I'm trying to be trainer. I'm already trainer, but I'm trying to be more. And also like international project coordinator for
Very
European
nice. Very nice.
projects.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today. So shall we start about Syrians? Yes. So I will start with the first question. How much contact do you have with Syrians due to your work or lifestyle in your countries?
Would like to start because I already will speak about it like more or less.
Alright, Luis.
Every day not, like it's not often, because in my town where I live there's not. But as I'm working with associations and this field, and also I was doing volunteering sometimes. I work with some associations outside in Austria, Italy, so they have Syrian people there. I mean they are living there. So I have the chance to have friends, and I meet with them every year, for example, maybe once or twice. And not often now, but before I was also working as a volunteer in an association. I was teaching Spanish to Syrians. So I was in contact with them like 3-4 months for that moment. So it's not often. It's sometimes more, sometimes less.
And you work like all around Europe, maybe. You go to like different countries in Europe. So, in your opinion, which country has the biggest number of Syrians in Europe?
If I remember well by numbers, I think that is Germany.
Germany. Yes, typically Germany.
Exactly. I mean, I was checking all the numbers. I should know all the numbers because I used to work about this topic, but I think that is Germany. I don't know the exact number.
All right. Thank you, Luis. Bose, what do you think?
Okay, I live in a host country, as you know. So for me, Actually, I was working in pizza shop, pizza coffee shop. It was my first experience with a Syrian guy. So he was working, he was making pizza or something like pide, you know, or traditional food. So, and then I had a chance to meet with him. He was so nice guy, and he taught me a little of words, and some words are not good.
Some
Some
bad
bad Syrian words because I wanted to learn. So it was my fault.
We all want to learn bad words.
I was asking. It's like obvious everywhere. Like when you wanted to learn a new language, it's always same.
Yeah.
So and then what happened? We had very good conversation about his life, and I was asking a lot of questions and what he had during the war. So he lost his wife. So I felt so bad because the first time I felt something like that in my life, because normally it's not so often in general daily life. In your life, yes, I didn't hear something like I faced a problem, so I felt like it's my hurt, it's my pain, yeah. And second, I had a lot of people, but I don't know exactly the names because like random. In the cafe, bar or something.
Oh, you meet them in the cafeterias and bars and restaurants.
You are the closest one to me, so I had a chance to get more information and feel, and yeah, it's for me like that.
And you also went to other countries other than Turkey, and you met Syrians there.
Yes,
how was that?
I met, but mostly it was Turkish guys because in Germany, so I didn't met so often. In other countries, maybe. Yes, one of my friends from Berlin. Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry.
I remember, and you don't.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, one of my friends living in Berlin right now. He's also a very good guy. He helped me a lot about things, and he taught me German language. It's so nice.
A Syrian taught you German. How about
that?
Yes,
before I was preparing for German exam. Yes. And then I really wanted to pass the exam, so I was calling him. He was telling me some tricks that you can pass like that, and I did this same way, so it was nice. So I always see the hospitality of the Syrians. So for me, from my perspective, they're so clever, and they have very good food.
Yeah.
I really like it. So we share this border in Gaziantep and Hatay. So that's why we have a lot of common cultures based. Yeah, I think for me it's nice, but for a lot of Turkish maybe still they're struggling.
Yeah, we have good food, people. That's what. So, what do you think about the living status for Syrian people in your countries? Do they have good situation? Do they have bad living status? What do you think? Luis, if you...
Luis, again.
No. I didn't have like that much contact with them. I just know the people that they were in the association. I mean, in my own country. In my own country will be what I felt from them, or at least what I was talking with one guy, because I was in the lower level of the Spanish, so they could not communicate. They will not... I didn't talk in Arabic and they didn't talk in Spanish, so we were not communicating too much, but there was a guy that spoke Turkish, so we were communicating. We were communicating my basic Turkish. And what I felt is they were okay. I mean, okay in the sense that they had a house, they had food and everything, they were hosted, but they were not feeling like included. I mean, also because in the beginning it's hard. I don't know, and then I understand because you don't have the language. Maybe the people in Toledo where don't speak too much English, so it's complicated to get included.
There's no common language between the natives and...
But what I felt the most, it was that they wanted to... This guy wanted to feel like more useful. He wanted to do something, not just to be hosted and study, because he was a person that he used to work like in a clothes factory or something like this, so he used to use the hands. But in this moment he was just only studying Spanish and he could not work because they don't have permission to work. So my feeling was that they were okay, they were hosted, but they didn't have the chance to feel like, for the moment, because it was in the beginning of the asylum seeker program.
When Syrians go to European countries, they have to learn the language of the country. It's not a choice.
Depends.
Depends on what?
Depends on the program. because I'm talking about refugees, I'm talking about asylum seeker.
Yes.
Because I was working with asylum seeker.
Mm-hmm.
If you're asking for asylum seeker, you have to be inside of the program. That means that you need to learn the language, to get included, because to learn the language means that you have to work in the society where you are gonna be. So at least you need a basic level to be included. But if you are coming as a immigrant or something like this, or you have level to talk in another language or something, I don't think that you don't have to.
If you have another common language like English, for example, you don't have to learn.
I don't know exactly. I don't know this question exactly the answer.
Okay.
But I think that if you are in asylum seeker program, yes.
But that depends the country also.
Depends on the country.
And depends on the country.
Yes.
Maybe Germany actually.
Germany.
Like it's obligated for Syrians or refugees in general to learn the language, the German language for them. Buse, what do you think about the situation here in Turkey for Syrians?
For Syrians. First of all, many of people suppose that they are rich. They receive money from government for per month, 1,000 or maybe more, and they have more things than Turkish people. But I don't think so, because if you want to learn the people what they have, you have to be close, you have to know them first of all. But they are looking from outside and they criticize the situation mostly. So, but it's, you can find the situation everywhere. And in Turkey, I'm speaking from this country, so not that much like that. But if you say that my budget like that and I need more money or something, of course the government will help you. It's not like people think. And mostly this is a very bad situation for them. I just had so much situation. I just didn't like it. So, and the second one is people think that they occupied it everywhere. They are in everywhere. They open the markets, open the things, the bazaar like that. But it's normal because they have to earn money. That's all. So, because I know a lot of Turkish also and everywhere in the world, they also open the markets. It's normal, and we are judging so fast. That's my point of view. And what I'm thinking more and about.
Do you think that health-wise they are okay here? Like, do they have a lot of help from the government when it comes to their medical status?
I know, I had experience with you. We went to a hospital actually. Normally in hospital was a blood test was with money. It costs you. So you have to pay a little bit money for it. But we went together. He didn't pay money actually.
I didn't tell anyone. Now everyone will know.
And she first asked me that you have to pay money for it, but I said no, he's a refugee and he doesn't have to pay money for it.
And then she's like, oh yeah, he does.
It was good condition actually. It was good.
Yes.
So.
And the hospital was good also. It's not like a bad hospital.
But I think that you're lucky because you're living in the city center. I know a lot of story about the camps. So a lot of little childs and women, they have bad conditions there. Still, the government has to do something for them because every Syrian in big cities. So we need to separate them mostly, and we need to give more, I don't know, freedom or like residence. Not residence, make permanent.
Citizenship.
Not citizenship. It's
Permanent.
Permanent. Yeah, permanent. For example, you don't have, as far as I know. So it's like illegal normally. It must be illegal that you're working for
a little bit, yes.
Some company, but the company doesn't want to give you work permit or something. For me, it's illegal. Even for Turkish. So I'm against this situation. Yeah. My point of view.
Thank you. Do you think that Syrians are a burden to their host countries?
Burden.
You want to start this time?
Yes, you start.
I forgot the burden. I'm so sorry.
Do you think they are like a big like a problem to the host countries? Do you think that if there weren't any Syrians, the condition of the country would be better?
Yeah, if they live in Syria, you mean?
If there weren't any Syrian people in Turkey now, do Do you think that Turkey would be better if there weren't any Syrians?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, we have a lot of problems, but not with them. With the system, we don't have a system that I mentioned about as a previous, that we have a bad system. We don't know how to separate them. That's why they have problems with that. This is not their problem. This is our government problem. For example, in Germany, they separate them like, I don't know, they classify everything, and they said you should go there and you should go to the city, it's better for you or something. Like
they are more organized.
Yeah, they are more organized than Turkey. We say that don't go to the sea, and here this place is forbidden. This is not solution. This is not solution. And municipality or something, they put the rules to people that
like what happened in Mudanya.
Yes, they shouldn't swim in here. This is not solution. Turkish can swim, but Syrians not can swim. They are not animal or something. And then don't put a lot of people in the same city. So that's the problem. You have to solve the problem, not the people.
Yes.
So why your government then? So this is my point of view.
Luis, what do you think?
I think that in Spain not, because there is not that much number of people that can cause any kind of heavy stuff for the country. Is impossible. Because I think that the government promised to host 15,000, something like this. I think that they didn't host half, not even. So there is not any change in the society, I guess.
Yes.
It's not like in Turkey that there is 3 million or more. So, I mean, when 3 million of people goes to your country, I think that, I don't know if it is bad, worse, whatever, but there is a change, because there is 3 million of people more in your country, so I don't know. Even like in Germany, that there is more, I don't know. I don't live in Germany, I don't know the situation. I think that the change is more because of the society and how the society reacts about people coming from different places. I think that this is the most, the thing that can affect to the society. But for example, in my society, it's not about the number or how much money is spent in the government and days. It's more the reaction of the society, because there is not a real, for me, there is not a real effect. Like, okay, 4,000 people coming to the country, this is nothing for 44 million people. I mean, from my point of view. The reaction, yes, political parties using the argument, some group of people using the argument that there is refugees coming, that there is people coming from other countries. Because actually we are talking about Syrians, we are not talking only about refugees, because there is Syrians before the conflict or before refugees. One of my doctors is Syrian. And he didn't came because of the civil war or whatever. He was already in Spain. He came before in Spain.
He studied in Spain and...
Exactly. Or even I think that he studied in Syria, but after he got the job in Spain, so he was... So it's like, there were already people from Syria.
And is he affected because of this? Like, is he like... people look at him like how they look at refugees?
I think that mostly is when you don't talk the language. Maybe, or this barrier, because I think that if you talk the language or whatever, it's going to be different. Yes. This is why maybe also the asylum seeking program, the first thing that you have to do is to learn the language. But I think that, I don't know, maybe like because of the opinions, can happen always. Can happen always, even for myself in other countries. So it's, you cannot avoid this. But I think that like the political parties using this topic to gain votes and to
yes, to win their own
exactly.
What they want to earn it. They use people like that. They use the people's opinions against each other.
I mean, obviously there is a contra effect, or I don't know how to express it. When you go to another country and you have to be in a new place with new rules, there is not only that the people from the place is reacting against you, you are also reacting against this culture, because it depends on the person. And also when you have a background of feelings and emotions and stories before, can happen some situations.
Yes, of course.
But, I mean, I think that is not like a big problem for me, from my point of view.
Alright. Do you have any personal relationship with a Syrian?
Don't ask me! One of my closest friends is Syrian, and no, yeah, you shouldn't ask this question to
yeah,
me.
but they don't know.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm curious about Luis, actually. Again, Luis.
Luis.
More than my doctor.
So guys, would you like to add something in the beginning, in the ending of the video? Anything you want to add, if you want.
So all of us from different countries actually.
Yes, we're Syria, Turkey, and Spain.
And I would like to ask you the question: what do you think about the conditions that in Turkey? And I don't know, you have never been in Spain, but I just want to ask you the question.
You mean for us, for Syrians?
Yes.
Well, actually, I think it's from where I came from, it's better, but it depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to work and if you really want to have good conditions here, you will have good conditions.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just expecting government or people to help you or to give you money, no, you will have a bad life here.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey is challenging, actually.
Yes.
You have to run, you have to just go all around the places. It's tiring, but at the same time, when you find your place, you will be successful in here. And a lot of people saying that Turkey now has a very bad economy or something. I just don't see it, because a lot of people are working, everyone is working, there is work, but you just have to find a break. Find a chance. As I said, Turkey is challenging, so we just have to be tired a little bit, but I think we will have time to rest in here.
Would like to move someday?
I mean, yeah, I would like to move somewhere. Everyone would like to go to Europe, let me say, for example, or something like that. But if not just me, when someone finds a good job or a good house, or if he's comfortable, whatever, they will stay, like that. Yeah. So, that's it. Luis, would you like to say something?
So, I wanted to say that why I asked this question. Sometimes you don't need the war to move from your country. Sometimes even enough to see some bad conditions and bad situation about women rights. Yes, human rights. And for example, my situation is also like that. There's no war, but there is a war inside of me, so that's why I just want to move, and maybe even I can face those problems that you had and other people's had. So that's why I try to make empathy. One day you can move, maybe. Yes. That's why I think most important thing is empathy.
Yes, of course. Luis, if you'd like to add something.
As we don't have all the equal rights in the world, so for the moment what we can do is to try to help each other. For the ones that we think like this, I guess. And I don't know, for the ones that they don't know nothing about the topic and we used to talk, it's good to talk about not knowing about the topic, but if you are talking about Syrians or conflict...
So you probably know about Syrians.
No, I'm saying you, but it's like in general, like, we are talking here and nobody is gonna judge nobody,
yes,
because we are talking like... But if sometimes someone wants to take a decision like, oh, we should put out the Syrians or something like this, before doing this, I invite them to read a bit, to check the conflict, to check like the numbers, to check... Because there is many people, for example, in my country that are saying, oh, they are gonna invite us. There's a lot of people coming, and it's like, after you read the numbers, you see like, what is that?
We need to educate ourselves when it comes to conflict.
We can make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I talk about topics that I don't know. But I just invite the people to read a little bit, or to talk with people, or to interact with people before
they judge.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I really appreciate it. And of course, in the future we will have more videos together and we will have more things together. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much guys for watching. If you like this video, please share and subscribe on my YouTube channel, and follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram also. You will see the links in the bio. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Have a nice day.
Bye!